Good evening, Nerd Flickers and friends. It's not Tuesday, but it's Thursday! Yay! So I missed my Tuesday because I have a very good excuse because I went to go see Paramore! On Tuesday, I went to the Writing the Future tour, which is probably I say this every time I see them, but it was the best show I've ever seen by them. And I feel like they really truly loved this album so much that they just wanted to give it their all and just like perform these songs that they've been dying to perform, that they didn't get to perform, and I think it really showed it that night. My mom and I went into the city. I took her for an early Mother's Day present, and I think she really had fun. She enjoyed it. The last time we saw Paramore together was in 2009 on the No Doubt tour. And we had really good seats, and we had a really good time because we both love Paramore and we both love No Doubt. But I think that was her last time that she saw them. And then the last time I saw them was last summer on the Monumental tour with Fall Out Boy. Ever since then, I've just been craving for like a headlining show from them. I don't think you guys know this, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but like Paramore for me is my favorite band ever. I discovered them on my own. I still remember when I saw them on MTV You Hear It First, when they were touring with Simple Plan, and I was just thinking like, there's a girl in a band and she is awesome and they sound awesome, and that is just totally, wow. Awesome. My history with Paramore just goes like way back into like 2006 when I first met them, to like 2007 when I saw them on Warped Tour, Bake Sale in December of 2007 when I was in New York in 2007, right when they were blowing up with the album Riot. They had their TRL posters hanging up in the windows, and it was just like a cool moment because I grew up watching TRL, the Hard Rock show in Orlando. Later in that fall in 2009 for the Brand New Eyes album, they did what we thought was going to be their last like club tour that was going to be intimate. Then I went to the Honda Civic tour in 2010 in Miami. Then a couple months after, they came back to Florida in Orlando for a Christmas show that they did at House of Blues. It was, not knowing it, it was just so much fun, and it was great. It was Josh and Zach's last show. It was just, looking, like, after they announced that they were leaving, I look back at that show and I'm just sad, because, like, they knew it was their last show, they all did, and when I went to Josh and Zach's last show, not even knowing it until they posted the update the next day that they would be leaving, things got really nasty. I was so afraid that they were gonna break up and I wasn't gonna hear any music from them. And I remember thinking back, like, 2 days after that nasty blog post came out, I was just thinking, like, that was my last show ever, like, Paramore's no more, like, it's all over, I have to, like, find something else that I love so much. I thought I would have to wait like 10 years to see them again because they would do this like 10-year reunion tour, all of them back together, Josh and Zach included, and from 2011 till today, think about how far they came along. With the member changes, personal life changes that are both good and bad, career-wise changes with all the music they made without them, the nominations and the Grammy, and then going gold. They just went gold the other day for the self-titled album. But Writing the Future tour was here, and it was so exciting because I saw the set list and I was very excited for it, and it was the best set list ever. And before we went, I saw pictures of the theater and I was so excited. I think I was more excited to see the theater than I was to see Paramore. It was just so gorgeous, and I felt like so underdressed, so awkward, so out of place because it's this gorgeous theater. I feel like I should be dressed up. I feel like I should be go seeing Wicked or like the Book of Mormon or something that is not a rock show. And we get inside and it's just like breathtaking. When the band is playing, it is the best sound I've ever heard in a club show, for a rock show. Haley's voice was like meant for this theater. Her voice was just booming. It was amazing. It was beautiful, and it was just like every time I feel like I see them, I feel like her voice, like, not like it's bad, it just keeps getting better, and it just, like, keeps, like, rising to the bar, and I'm just like, how can you top that? How could you top what you just did? Like, every song that she sang, she just kept going and going, and I was like, oh my god. My mom even said how, like, she is just, like, so, like, much more coordinated and, like, owns that stage since the last time she saw them in 2009, and she just, like, was so amazed by it.
Just like that,
The Future tour, they performed all these songs that I didn't think I'd ever get to see him perform, or haven't seen him perform since 2006, so like Franklin, Never Let This Go. They performed I Caught Myself again, which was just like such a treat because I just love that song so much. It's one of my favorite Paramore songs ever. They performed Tell Me It's Okay, which is the B-side to their self-titled album. For their encore, they performed Future, which is the theme of this tour. Future, the song, if you haven't heard it, it's really good. It's very short in lyric and very long and instrumental. They performed it exactly like how it sounds on the album, which was just so cool. And actually, Haley is like hitting all these high notes, and it's just like, holy crap, girl. Like, was just so beautiful, and like it was cool to watch them playing the music but with like the sound off. Like they were just in their own world, and like this is who we are, and like this is what we love to do, and I was just taken away from it. I couldn't believe it. I felt like this was the 10-year reunion tour that I was meant to be watching. This is what I was talking about.